I'm live. I am here. I am live and I'm ready to talk about it in the chat. Let's do this, y'all. It's late. So if you're coming back to hear the replay, I get it. But please hit the like, share, follow us, whatever. Just let YouTube know that we're here. Just hit that like button for me, if you will. And then also, please just kind of come in. Let's talk about it. Let's interact and talk about it. If anyone want to come up, I'll figure out how to bring you up. So let's talk about it in the chat. There's a lot to discuss. But we're just, and I'm sure that you guys have been listening and listening to other channels. Shout out to Mim. Shout out to Tisa Tells. But we are here and we're going to be giving our opinions about what we know. So, yeah, let's talk about it in the chat. Let's get it done. So, I'm going to give people a few minutes to come in. And then I don't know if it's just me and one person, me by myself. I've got to come and I've got to talk about it. I know it's late, so I get it. I understand. So y'all come on in, come on in. You know, it's late, but let's talk about it. I want to hear what y'all think as well. I'm gonna give my little 2 cents, but just know these are just my opinions, how I feel about everything from yesterday to today. And we'll continue to, hey Harlem, hey. We'll continue to have these discussions. We'll continue to follow this story. I don't know. I may get to New York and come to court one of these times and see, what's going on. I'm not sure, but yeah, yeah. Come on in if you would hit the like button. I really would appreciate that. I really would appreciate if you hit the like and also that you talk to us. If you in here right now, drop a emoji of some kind in the chat, letting us know you here. Wave at us, say something, let us know you here, and hit the like button. I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired, but I could not come live. I said I'd be live. Here we are. Here we are. So let me see. Thank y'all for stopping by. Thank y'all for coming in. If you here, let us know you here. I'm looking something up really quick, y'all, and then I'll be ready to rock and roll. Okay, I'm gonna put this on. Hold on, y'all. Just 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I'm back. I'm ready. All right, so let's talk about it all. I did see everything that you sent me, Harlem. Thank you so much for it all. Like, I know it is crazy in New York. I know that it's just, this is just crazy. But this is everything that we've been anticipating, right? We knew that it was going to happen, just didn't know when. Knew it could be any day. And when we went live the other night, we said, "Girl, is that legal?" Has said that the grand jury is meeting as we speak, and it will be any day. The thing about it is, they were saying, his lawyers were saying that um, they came, they willingly moved him to New York so that he could cooperate, and do what he needed to do, um, to be right with them, right? But when he get in court today, the judge is like, "What are you doing in New York?" Like, yeah, none of this makes sense. So that was a lie. Anyway, so here's what we know. P. Diddy was indicted on yesterday. And when the word got out, um, the internet went crazy. He was indicted and picked up at his hotel room. So they were saying, and then the word was that they were saying he wasn't supposed to get indicted on Monday. He was supposed to get indicted the next day on Tuesday, which we're finding out that wasn't true either. So basically, Diddy was in these streets and he was moving and shaking recklessly. And the feds was like, "We're not playing this game with you. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna make our move." So they met. This is just my analyst. This is my analyzation, right? So the feds met and they was like, "This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna move in." Yep. Said that we were going to said we're going to move in on him. He's at this hotel room and this is what time we're going to go. So earlier that day, that Diddy could be seen like out with his boy, with his sons. He was had been out with to dinner with his daughters, and so Diddy wasn't really expecting them to come on Monday. That was a surprise to him. That's what we're finding out, that it was a surprise to him that they came and got him on Monday. And so they ran up in the hotel, took him to jail, and then he goes to court today. So what we're hearing about what happened in the courtroom is that he pleaded guilty. He pled guilty, and the entire time while the judge was speaking, that his focus was on the judge or either on, he was talking back and forth to his lawyers. And at the at some point in the court, during court, they asked for, they read his charges, he heard all of that, and he asked for a bond. Here's my speculation. So Diddy was prepared to make bond. He offered $50 million, right? So he was prepared to make, y'all excuse how I look today. My lashes about to come off. It's been a long day. But anyway, he was prepared. He was preparing himself to be arrested. He knew that it was coming. He didn't know when it was coming, but he had prepared. He said, "I'm gonna put this 50 million up. That should get me out. I can make bond on this 50 million and put my mama's house up and whatever else," right? So he and his lawyers had a plan that if and when I get arrested, I'm going to make bond. So he came out to New York, had been in New York 2 weeks, and we talked about that on the live. Like, why is he in New York? Supposedly, is he meeting with the grand jury? Like, why is he in New York? Only to find that he had been harassing Helene, like, and calling people like 54 times. People that are going to speak to the grand jury, calling them 54 times. And so he was out here being really reckless. So they went ahead and made their move. But anyway, so he was planning on them allowing him to make bond. And the judge simply was like, "Yeah, no, we're not going to do that. And not only that, but you're going to sit here until trial starts." So what that told me, and these are my opinions, is that he's going to sit there till trial starts. When trial starts, I don't think he's going to be able to beat the cases for the simple fact that he has videos. They have videos and pictures don't lie. That's pure solid evidence, right? And we know that this is the feds, and the feds are not going to come for you if they don't have everything they need. So then the question was posed, did he have enough time? Did he have enough time to get his affairs in order? Did he get his money moved under his kids' names and everywhere he wanted to get? Did he have enough time to do that? And if so, can the feds trail that? Can they find that? The answer is yes and yes. So between the time that his homes were raided to date to today, he had how much time? So if he was smart, he should have been getting his affairs in order anyway and just preparing for the worst case scenarios. I'm not sure what he did, but I'm sure he when as he was sitting down with his lawyers, he was saying, that like, what should I do? How should we move? What should be my moves? Make sure you have bond money, enough bond money to get out. Make sure you have all your affairs in order. Make sure you do this, and that, right? And what we saw him out on a yacht kicking it. We saw him at the beach where nobody was really talking to him. So we saw him and Stevie riding bikes, like I can't remember who said it, but it was like Tisa Talk Tales was like, and he was just laughing at us like, yeah, y'all thought y'all had me. Well, and then it got to being so long that we thought maybe he's not gonna get arrested for this. So, but then again, ultimately, here we are. He got arrested. So the answer was yes. He had time to move his money and put his money where he needed to put his money, and he also had time to and yes, the feds could probably trace the money anywhere the money is at. So he thought that, or no, so he had to have all of his family had to surrender their passports, and because of him being a possible flight risk. But here's the deal: like, you're not getting out, so it doesn't matter. So he's not gonna, because he could leave. He was able to leave. Like he still had a little money he could leave. I don't think he will be able to get the bail. He put the house in the bail package, but the property is frozen from all the other lawsuits. Absolutely. So it wasn't going to work anyway. But I feel like also that he's going to appeal this bond. He's going to appeal the denial and ask for a bond a different way. And I really still don't think that he will get the bond. I think they're going to make him sit in jail. They said in court, again, he was kind of focusing on what the judge was saying, talking to his lawyers. But when he denied his bail, he looked back at his son and was like, hit his chest, like, we're gonna be all right. Right. So yeah. Now for me, this is for me, right? Like, if you know that you are under investigation, all these people are coming for you, why are you harassing people? Because you still think you're Diddy and you're the king of the world and you won't be found out. Like, they're on you and you are still harassing people. You are still calling people like 54 times. Why? The damage is done and you can't take that back. But he was still trying those tactics. Well, we hearing that in court. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. The judge is like, why are you in New York? Now, we thought he was in New York because he was cooperating with them. So we thought we'd move to New York so that we could cooperate with y'all. And, we know that we know we're going to get arrested and the charges are probably going to be racketeering and SA trafficking and all these charges. So we wanted to come and do our due diligence. Judge was like, why are you even in New York? Oh, to get treatment for, because they found pink substances in your room last night. So what treatment are you there for? So they found the pink substances in his room last night. Like you are in trouble and you're still on that. So he pled not guilty, but yet they found in the evidence when they raided the homes, they found videos, just like we all said, right? Found videos of FOs, which videos and pictures don't lie. found guns with the serial numbers scratched off. You can't be doing that. You cannot be doing that. I found baby oil, so he had supplies for when he was going to go to these hotels or wherever he was going to go, and had the supplies for the FOs. Everybody was prepared, so they would be prepared to do their thing, to be forced to do their thing, right? Now, at the press conference, the representative for the feds was like, our cooperation, it means something different than their cooperation, right? I don't know what they talking about, but it means a little something different. Here's my question though. Is Diddy's cooperation meaning he's going to start snitching on people? Do y'all think that he's going to turn on people? Like, I don't know. He's got himself, the racketeering by itself holds up to life, right? He's got himself in a situation that he can't get out of. So would it behoove him to snitch and to tell these deep, dark secrets of these people, of the powers that be, that are way above and beyond him? Would it behoove him to do that? Or do he just take the ride? Yeah, so the guns alone are federal offense, which is why, like, that's why he's in federal lockup. And it could be 6 months, a year, it could be however long to even get the trial started. So can you imagine he's just sitting there now waiting for the trial to start? Because the judge said, you're going to sit here until trial starts. And then at that point, you're going to have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you're innocent. The lawyers have the nerve to say, he's not a criminal. He's not guilty of this. There's one thing for sure, for certain, that the public, that the world has seen. And that's the video of him dragging that young lady. That's criminal behavior. So stop. Okay? Let me put my glasses on. Like I say. And that's true. So, and that's true. Like, if he does do that, if he decides that he's going to snitch, like, how far is he going to make it? Will he make it a trial? Like, he has a lot to consider here. He has a lot to consider. Like, he has to protect himself, from people, for one. And when you talk about the powers that be and these powerful people above you, things can happen. They can still make things happen. And that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I was listening to Mims earlier, and Mims was talking about, he was saying that some of the victims, or most of the victims, are probably relieved, and they're sighing like they finally got him. And I can imagine, when you've been tortured literally by someone for so many years and been afraid to say what was going on with you, then I can imagine the relief that they had, because it did look like, man, it's taking so long. Is he gonna get? Are they gonna indict him or not? Is he gonna get past this again? And here we are, as I said before. So the charges that he's looking at, are super deep. Hi, Sharon Green. Did I say it right, Sharon Green? Thank you for being here. And I do agree with you. They got a small victory today. And I'm sure that, and I believe that there's going to even be more victims coming forward that we haven't heard from, but they got a victory today because everybody have for so long, for so many years, have been afraid of Diddy, have been afraid to move the wrong way, to say the wrong thing, that they were so afraid to say something that a lot of them just took it. They just took the torture. And a lot of them, and we've had these conversations before, a lot of them, it was their livelihood, like they worked for him. And that was their livelihood. That's how they took care of their families. And so they didn't want, they couldn't bring it to themselves to walk away because they had a family at home to take care of. And his ex bodyguard, he head of security, he even talked about that for himself. Like he had his family to take care of. He saw a lot. He saw a lot, and he tried to intervene, but yet at the end of the day, that was his job, and he worked for Diddy, and that's who signed his check. So it was really hard for them to walk away. But today, starting last night, yesterday when he got arrested, that was their victory. With today, their second victory was when the judge said, "We're denying your bail request." I don't care if you have $50 million. I don't care what you have. Your money has gotten you here today because you have all this money and all this control over people and all this clout over people. And you've done people wrong on your way up to the top. You've done people wrong. And so here you are. Here you are. So for me, I have a big heart. I do. And I have a soft heart, and I really feel sorry for his children. I feel sorry for his children. That they have to see this, their dad go through this, and they have to see it splattered all over the internet, all over the world for the world to see. They have to. So he's not just going through this alone. His mom and his kids are going through it. And that's sad. I just wish Wendy was back. She says, Harlem says, yeah, the kids don't deserve that. The kids do not deserve this. I wish Wendy was back. He did her so wrong way back when. Yes, yes. I do too. And baby, if she was here, she would be on top of telling him what dog ate the cats. You hear me? I hate it for her. It's a lot of people that didn't get to say their piece to Diddy. Didn't get to find their peace and still are going to forever live with the scars of Diddy. When they look over their lives and everything they've been through, they're still going to have to deal with it. But at least they know that they are getting justice now. Yeah, if Wendy was here, she would be spilling all the tea. I can just imagine. But yeah, so the victims, had to, they got to win today. A lot of witnesses had, they had expressed that they were afraid for their lives. They were scared. This was a dangerous person. This is a dangerous man. And he can make anybody do anything he wanted them to do. Pay them, threaten them to make them do it, whatever. That's just what people said. And they lived it. Oh gosh. Is it out Sharon Green? But yeah, I don't want to say your name wrong, but listen, it is because that's their mom. And all this time, they didn't have a clue what their mom went through at the hands of their dad. It's sad. It's sad. And I don't think that if Cassie hadn't come forward the way that she did, we wouldn't be here today. Like we would be talking about something else. We wouldn't be talking about this today. So kudos for Cassie for again for um being vulnerable. And can you imagine having to see every day, see her still in pictures and videos of her and him together when she's clearly moved on with her life, and that part of her life was, hey beauty, it's me, welcome. And that part of her life was torture, and she still has to see those pictures. Yeah. So it's sad. It's sad. Um, what else? I'm telling you, whenever they whenever they did the raid and they went into his homes, the courts said, you know, we found videos of FOs, like you can clearly see people. You can see the drugs. You can like why see here's his downfall. Here's the stupidity of it. You know what you're doing is not right, but you want to record every bit of it and then you want to hang on to it. Like you want to use it against people, have it so you can use it against people when it backfired on you. Yes, we do. We do. We do, beauty. I can remember I went back and I remember I had 54K. I on my videos. I didn't have nothing less than like 34K. And it's because I'm telling you how this YouTube thing works. When you go away, people forget about you and they go on about their business. So you have to stay consistent here. And so whenever I was covering this R. Kelly story and I stopped covering it and I never came back for a long time. I set at this number, like I could have been way ahead of the game, right? But I didn't. I stopped. I was so frustrated, like with a lot of stuff. So I was just like, I'm done. And so now, just like I built it up before, we'll get there, but it's got to be some consistency with me. I have to go live every day. I have to talk about relevant stuff. I have to, get the people back some kind of way. So you're right. We do. We do. Because it's a shame. I'm just like, where are the people at? I'm used to like having a lot of people, view it, but it's because I wasn't consistent and that matters. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. And again, here we are on StreamYard, and I don't know how to make you. Let me see. Can I make you a mod this way? Nope, that didn't let me. I don't know if y'all know how to make somebody a mod on StreamYard. Tell me, and I will do it. But I don't even know if I can. Yeah, and you're right. A lot of them, they want to see that drama. They want to see that yucky stuff. I'm just not with it. I'm gonna just be who I'm just gonna do this, what I'm doing, and here we are. Yeah, but they do. I mean, when you see drama, you're gonna see a lot of numbers. You'll see a lot of numbers, a lot of subscribers, a lot of views and likes and all that. We just gonna do what we do over here. Yeah, so they'll come. It's just a matter. It's really my fault because I just stopped. Um, and again, YouTube needs you to be here like every day. If you miss a couple of days, people go on about their business. So we'll get there. We'll get there. Um, so yeah, so also that's what I wanted to talk about too. Yes. Harlem. So they said so they weren't supposed to pick him up on Monday. Now this is my understanding. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. They weren't supposed to pick him up Monday, but because of the way that he was moving out here, and it could have interfered with the indictment, right? So they went ahead and picked him up, but they weren't ready because they were still investigating, right? And so I guess they continue their investigation. And if it's something else that they need to throw on there, another charge or whatever, they do it. But they said it continues to be ongoing. And I'm just thinking, how much more, can they find? Or is it just a matter of speaking to everybody that they have lined up, and is it more evidence or more something more? Like, what more are they investigating? Because they have this racketeering. Like, racketeering alone will keep him behind bars the rest of his life. Could keep him behind bars the rest of his life. So what more? I mean, they have all these lawsuits, these civil lawsuits, but what more criminally are they looking for? I guess is my question. So, okay, say that again, Harlem. What do you mean? What you mean? The indictment has one victim. The guy kept saying victims. So let me ask y'all this also. So he's not where R. Kelly was, right? Like, he's in the Southern District, right? R. Kelly's was in the Northern District. So that's totally different, Harlem areas. And do y'all think that he is what did I ask? Oh, okay. Yeah, right. I can't imagine. I cannot imagine. But they said there were hundreds of women in the lawsuit, in Dawn's lawsuit. This is huge. I don't know. Okay. He was in Northern District. Okay. R. Kelly. Okay. Got it. So anyway, y'all. I'm trying to see. I think we went over everything in my notes, but let me see what y'all talking about now. Diddy is being tried in Southern District, and R. Kelly was in Northern, but they don't grant bail. Foxy. Oh yes, Foxy wrote a post. Yep, she did. I saw that. A lot of people have responded to this arrest, to this indictment. That wasn't saying, people weren't saying nothing at first, like nothing at all. And now that he's been arrested, I did see the Foxy Brown post. Yeah. So let me see. When do we have another court date? Do we have a next court date? Let me look at it. Yes, I did, Harlem. Depends on what you're talking about. So let me see. Boy, I be working and I work during the day. So I'll be working and I'll be trying to look, Harlem, at your stuff. I'll be trying to look at the other stuff, trying to figure out, like, and write notes down during the day. So, oh. Okay. Yes, I heard that. They said that they tried to say that, yes, that Cassie hit him, that it was other people in the room. And the reason he came out of the room with the towel around him is because the other girl took his clothes and left with him. But here's the thing about it. Even if any of that happened, even if any of that happened, right? He had no business hitting her and dragging and kicking her. Even if it was about another girl, whatever it was about, he had no business doing what he did to her, regardless. So, no excuse for it. Right, but there it was not, it's just not true. It's just not true. And even so what? Do not be kicking and dragging her. That's a woman. And she cannot whoop you. She cannot beat you. You don't have no business putting your hands on no woman like that. Period. There's no excuse for that. And that's just only one incident that we saw. Can you imagine? Okay, let me go back to my notes. Oh, what else we got? Y'all tell me, I know I should know. Who is Kalina Harper? And that's the person that he called 54 times. But who is that? How is she connected? Yeah, just take the bag back. If she took off with your clothes in that little bag, take the bag back. He is. Whatever Diddy tells him, that's what he's rolling with. Because Diddy's paying him for now. He getting paid for now. But at this 10 seconds, it's over for Diddy. Like there's no more money coming in. There's no more getting out and let me go try to get stuff together. Oh, okay. Okay. So, but what is okay. But anyway, so there's no getting out. There's no like, okay, so I'm gonna get out and I might have to go back to jail, but I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna be able to do this. But that was his plan. He was gonna get out. I'm not saying he was gonna flee or nothing, but he did expect that when he put the $50 million in their face, that he was gonna get a bond. That whatever his thing is like his thing was whatever amount they put on me, I'm going to bond out. Oh, okay. Okay. Was she friends with Rashida? So Don filed her lawsuit, and I guess he figured he would call Kalina to be. Oh, okay. I was wondering, I'm like, why did he call her and 54 times? Like, what was he saying? And I just they said he was just kind of somber in court, like he didn't have really no expression. Um and like I said earlier, when they said no bond, he kind of like hit his chest and looked at his sons and like went out. But I just wonder, like, you used to live in that life. You used to live in that high life, and now you are in your oranges or whatever colors they are in jail, having to do what people now. You got to do what people tell you to do. You're no longer the master. You gonna have to do things the way they want them done. Cleveland says she didn't want no parts of it when Don. Oh, no parts of it when Don first came out. So help me though. Oh, okay. I don't know. Okay, with Yandy and okay, and Rashida. Um, Kalina says she because he had been calling her. Oh, okay. All right, y'all. Oops, what did I do? Oh, I forgot you can do that. And then how do you take it off? Okay. So I gotta mess with this some more and see. I do. Yes, I do. I gotta come back more and more. And that's what's gonna build it back up. But I forgot it could do that and put stuff up there like that. But I do gotta get I gotta get Beauty her wrench so she can be a moderator. So anyway, you guys, listen, it's late. I know y'all want to go. It's time, we gotta get out of here. But we'll be back tomorrow. We'll go live tomorrow. Keep sending me stuff. Keep sending it to me. And let's continue to follow this story. And there's other stories. There's a lot going on. But this right now is the story. So we're gonna continue to talk about it. We're gonna continue to watch things as they unfold. I'd be interested in so like his sons would post things, right? Like right after the raids, there was a diss song made by one of his kids. He was saying you hit the wrong house or whatever. And so I'm just curious about what next for his kids. Like what's next? And he took care of his mom. He took care of his mom. And I'm sure his mom is good regardless. I pray that she's good. Like she got it, she's good to go. Nothing will change for her. At the end of the day, it's his mama. So I hope that she's okay. But being who he is, he took care of a lot of people. A lot of people depended on him. Like, where's Stevie J? Can anybody tell me to tell Stevie J come out of where you at, Stevie? Because he had a lot to say in the beginning before that video came out with Cassie. And then after that, you didn't really hear from Stevie no more. Where's Stevie J, y'all? Where's he at? Can anybody tell me where Stevie? Have y'all heard from him? No. No and no. So Beauty, how is it that you can you like when I go live, you're not getting the notification that I'm live? Oh, the girls went back to California. So, because they saw them eating lunch with him like yesterday, so they just went back. Oh, okay. I get it. I get it. Okay, just making sure. All right, y'all. So I try to get out of here, but then we get to talking about something else because I'm really interested in what about the kids, like who's in California, like who's gonna look after them, who's gonna like because grandma, his mom is in New York, right? So who's in California that can see after them? Which I'm sure that Stevie is silent. Stevie. He is. Like, I don't know where Stevie went. Where you at, Stevie? Because we don't know where you at. Like, where you at? Oh, okay. Good. Good for the twins. Okay. Yes, beauty. Do your updates. Do your updates so you can get notified that we are going to be live. So again, you guys, we'll be back tomorrow. It'll be later again because I have something to do tomorrow and Thursday, but I'll be live and I'll be watching. Y'all send me information. Something new happen, pop off. Send it to me. Send it to me. Yeah, and it was so unfortunate that Tito Jackson passed away, and it's so crazy because he lived in Oklahoma and not far from me, right? And so had I known he was in Oklahoma, I would have been finding him to do an interview. Just because, Michael Jackson's brother. Did you see my social media? Oh. No, I didn't. Let me see. See, I'm trying to go, but what else? Let me see. It's so much, Harlem. Let me look. Oh, that's one I haven't even opened. Yeah, we talked about the pink powder that he had in his room that they found. Did they find something else in the room last night other than the drugs? Was it something else? Before Diddy. Okay. Let me look. Okay. Let me see. Okay, we got that. Okay. Got that. Ooh, I got a lot of stuff. Well, just tell us, because I can't find it. I got a lot of stuff. Ugh. They said, oh, so they gave you the time, like the amount of time for each. So he had three charges, and one of them, of course, is racketeering, and that's life in prison. The other one is trafficking, a maximum of life in prison, minimum of 15 years. Dang. And transportation of P, a maximum of 10 years in prison. God, them is years. It's a lot of years. Send it on. I'll put it on. Let me see. I'm trying to find it.
Details about the alleged arson. Unfortunately, I'm not able to provide either. The number of victims, you are correct. We are intentional in saying multiple. The details of the arson incident are limited to what we have.
What was that?
To what we have in the indictment, and also the detention letter that we filed, which contains more details than the indictment does at various points. But we don't have anything more beyond that. Next question. Lynn Transy.
Who are his accomplices? Look at Monday. Who are his accomplices? They said that will be charged. Monday. Go back to Monday. Diddy. I see it. I see it. Okay, y'all. Okay. Okay, y'all, listen. I'm gonna go. It's like 12 o'clock where y'all at, 12:30, right? So let's come back live. Let's talk about it. I'm gonna go through every one of them that I haven't opened, Harlem. So we can talk about other stuff too. But we'll go for tonight. Thank y'all for coming out. Thank you for being out here this late. I know it's late over there where you guys are at, and I do appreciate it. I will wear it. Okay, I will wear it. Where I wear it to? I don't know. I will wear it. But anyway, so let's come back tomorrow. I'll let y'all know what time I'm coming on live. Good night, y'all. Have a good night. See y'all tomorrow. Anything new, anything breaking, let me know. Let me know. Bye.